Charlotte Maria Church is a Welsh singer-songwriter, actress and television presenter. She rose to fame in childhood as a classical singer before branching into pop music in 2005. By 2007, she has sold more than 10 million records worldwide, including over 5 million in the United States. In 2010 she was reported to be worth as much as £11 million. She hosted a Channel 4 chat show titled The Charlotte Church Show. Church released her first album in 5 years, titled Back to Scratch, on October 17, 2010. Church has a soprano vocal range. History, early life. Charlotte Church was born Charlotte Maria Reid in Llandaff, a district of Cardiff, Wales. She was brought up as a Roman Catholic by her mother, Maria, who was separated from Church's biological father, Stephen Reid. Church was adopted by her mother's second husband, James Church, in 1999. Her break came at age 11 when she sang Andrew Lloyd Webber's Pied Jesu over the telephone on the television show This Morning in 1997, followed by her performance on ITV's Big Talent show in 1997. This led to concerts at Cardiff Arms Park, the Royal Albert Hall and opening for Shirley Bassey in Antwerp. She also received a vocal scholarship to Howells School Llandaff in Cardiff, where she started in 1998 after leaving the Cathedral School, Llandaff. She balanced performing and school with help from tutors for when she was on the road and said in many interviews that she was just like every other girl her age. 1998 to 2005, classical career. As a classical music singer, Church used to sing in English, Welsh, Latin, Italian and French. She was then introduced to the Cardiff impresario Jonathan Schullett, who became her manager and negotiated a contract with Sony Music. Her first album, Voice of an Angel, was a collection of arias, sacred songs, and traditional pieces that sold millions worldwide and made her the youngest artist with a #1 album on the British classical crossover charts. Church appeared on U.S. Public Broadcasting Service, PBS, specials. Her self-titled second album also included operatic, religious and traditional tracks. 1, the soaring and inspirational Just Wave Hello, was the centerpiece of a Millennium-themed ad campaign for the Ford Motor Company. The song's full-length video, featuring Church, won acclaim at the Detroit Auto Show and introduced her to new fans. The track reached number 31 in Britain. In 2000, she released Dream a Dream, an album of Christmas carols. It included Church's first foray into a more pop-influenced style in the title track Dream a Dream, borrowing the melody from For a Copyright Espavan and featuring young American country singer Billy Gilman. Church also sang with Gilman in Sleigh Ride on his CD Classic Christmas. In 2001, Church added more pop, swing, and Broadway with her album Enchantment. That year, Church made her first film appearance in the 2001 Ron Howard film A Beautiful Mind. Celine Dion was beginning a concert engagement in Las Vegas and was not available to perform the film's end title song, All Love Can Be, so composer James Horner enlisted Church and the song was rewritten for her vocal range. Church also handled other vocal passages throughout the score. In 2002, at 16, she released a best-of album called Prelude, and took part in the Royal Christmas Tour alongside Julie Andrews and Christopher Plummer, concluding the end of her classical music career. 2005 a Euro 09, pursuing pop career. Tissues and Issues. In 2005, Church issued her first pop album Tissues and Issues. 4 singles were moderately successful in the UK with Crazy Chick reaching number 2, Call My Name number 10, Even God Can't Change the Past number 17, and Mood Swings number 14. Although these were released in Australia as well, they failed to reach the same level of success there. Church's pop album was released in the US through Amazon.com MP3 shop, and iTunes in 2009. In April 2006, she performed 3 concerts in Glasgow, London, and Cardiff, in venues holding between 2,000 and 3,000 people. The dates at London and Cardiff were sold out. Supported by Irish band The New Druids, Church performed a mix of tracks from her debut pop album and a number of pop covers including Prince's Kiss, and Gloria Estefan's Rhythm Is Gonna Get You. Though Church hinted at the possibility of a full tour in the future, none took place. In November 2006, it was announced that she and Sony had parted ways. According to her publicist, this was a mutual decision reached after a series of meetings throughout the year, which were held since her six-album deal had ended. There was speculation that Church had decided to take a break from her singing career to focus on her television show. Others suggested that her pop releases chart performance contributed to the decision. Yet another factor was her pregnancy with her daughter, Ruby Megan Henson. In 2007, Church became patron of the charity the Topsy Foundation UK, helping to raise awareness and funds for its work to support rural communities in South Africa, empowering people infected with and affected by HIV and AIDS, through medical care, social support and skills development. Articles emerged in the UK press in March and April 2008 stating that she was still training classically, considering a return to classical crossover. Church has sung in religious services in Taisa copyright. She has also performed before Pope John Paul II, Queen Elizabeth II, the Prince of Wales and Bill Clinton. In June 2008, she became pregnant with her son, Dexter Lloyd Henson. In Church's latest interview, she mentioned she would be ready to work on more music in a few months, although she wasn't sure whether she would further develop her career in classical, pop, or both, as she loves both genres for different reasons. Church also mentioned that she had been working with a vocal instructor to keep her voice in check, and while she has never put a focus on her body image, she would like to get back into pre-pregnancy shape before resuming work. In June 2009, Church was interviewed for Hello! Magazine, and discussed her life since having her second child. She said that she was currently in the studio, resuming work on a new album, and that her partner, Gavin Henson, had been strongly encouraging her to get back to work pursuing the career that she has greatly missed since settling down. 2010 11, Return to Music and Back to Scratch. Church appeared on Friday Night with Jonathan Ross on March 13, 2010, where she confirmed that she had already begun writing and recording her sixth studio album. Church also stated that the album was of a different sound to previous, more mature with a cookie vibe. On August 4, 2010, Church made a new track, Cold California, available to download from her website. Church's new album, Back to Scratch, was released in the UK on October 25, 2010. The 14-track album was produced by Martin Tarif. Back to Scratch was preceded by a single, the LP's title track, on October 24. Back to Scratch was originally inspired by problems facing a family member, but Church admitted in a press release that the song now has resonance to her own personal life following her split from Gavin Henson. Back to Scratch also featured the song The Actors, which Church performed on BBC One Talent Contest Over the Rainbow, and a cover of Joni Mitchell's River. It was announced on March 13, 2011 that Church had terminated her $3 million deal with Power Amp Music over promotional disputes. Her spokesperson released the following statement: "All I can really say, because of the confidentiality issues, is that it was in Charlotte's financial interests to do so before the agreement entered the second year of its term. This is typical for these type of deals, which are investment deals rather than record deals. I can also say that the decision to terminate the term early, which suited both parties, was made well before the commercial release of the album." A spokesperson from the record label also released a statement saying it didn't work out with Charlotte, and that's fair enough. There was no falling out. It was a mutual decision. They decided to exit the deal. The third single to be released from the album, Snow, was released on April 11, 2011. 2012 a present, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, on May 26, 2012. Church premiered 3 new songs: The Rise, How Not to Be Surprised When You're a Ghost, and Say It's True on BBC Radio with Beth and Elfin. Church released her first EP One on September 4, 2012. On December 19, 2012, Church released the lead single from her second EP, Glitterbomb, on the line of Best Fit, an online music magazine. Her second EP 2 was released on March 4, 2013. 1 and 2 were combined for a U.S. release on March 12, 2013. Church promoted 1 and 2 in the U.S. with her first North American performances in almost a decade. She appeared in New York, Los Angeles, Toronto, and South by Southwest Festival. Her costumes for her North American concerts were designed by Zoe Hawaska. Church released the lead single from her third EP, I Can Dream via SoundCloud on July 15, 2013. Her third EP 3 was released on August 19, 2013. Church's fourth EP 4 was released on March 10, 2014. She released a music video for the lead single from her fourth EP, Little Movements in YouTube on March 15, 2014. Acting and television career, Church has made a number of cameo appearances on television. She appeared in the CBS series Touched by an Angel, starred in the 1999 Christmas special of Heartbeat, and in 2002, 2003 and 2012 she appeared on episodes of Have I Got News for You? In 2005 she played herself in an episode of The Catherine Tate Show, in a sketch with the fictional character Joni Taylor. In 2008 she appeared briefly in a sketch in Katie Brown's Big Ass Show. In December 2005, for the Paul O'Grady Show Christmas pantomime, The Wizard of Oz, Church played Dorothy Gale. In January 2010 for Hospital 24/7, Church made an appearance on the program finale, where she visits the Children's Hospital for Wales to launch the Noah's Ark Appeals campaign to fund the equipment in the new critical care unit, which will help children needing high dependency, or critical and intensive care. In the summer of 2006, Church began work on her own entertainment TV show, The Charlotte Church Show. After a pilot episode which caused some controversy and which was never released to the public, the series began on September 1, 2006 on Channel 4. The show, hosted by Church and featuring 2 celebrity guests each week, involved a mixture of sketches, reality TV, interviews, extremely foul language, and music, as well as a recurring Welsh theme. The show averaged 1.9 million viewers and 10% of the available audience, and on October 6, 2006, it was announced that Channel 4 paid Church a reported £1,200,000 for a further 2 series of the show. According to her official website, the final series, originally planned for summer of 2007, was deferred until after Church gave birth. Church won a British Comedy Award for Best Female Comedy Newcomer in 2006, and the Funniest TV Personality Award at the 2006 Loaded Magazine's LAFTA Awards. In 2008 she was nominated for the Rose Doss Special Award for Best Entertainer. In late June 2008, Channel 4 began showing trials for the series. It has since concluded its 8-show run. Church confirmed on August 28, 2008 that The Charlotte Church Show would return for a Christmas special, which aired on December 21, 2008. On Friday Night with Jonathan Ross, Church revealed that the third series would be shown on Thursday nights beginning on July 10, 2008. The show ended after its third series. Church was confirmed by the BBC in February 2010 to be one of the judges on Andrew Lloyd Webber's new West End revival show Over the Rainbow. She made her silver screen debut in 2003's I'll Be There, co-starring and directed by Craig Ferguson. Church played the role of Olivia, the daughter of a washed-up 80s rocker from A One-Night Stand, played by Ferguson. The film did not meet with widespread success, playing for only 10 days in British cinemas and being released directly to video in the US. Church was also under consideration to appear in the 2004 film adaptation of Andrew Lloyd Webber's Phantom of the Opera as the leading female character Christina, a copyright, but elected not to audition as it was specified she would have to lose weight before she could try out, which she declined to do. The part eventually went to Emmy Rossum. Church also stated she had wanted the part of Hermione Granger in the Harry Potter series of films, however, at 14 she was too old for the part, which eventually went to Emma Watson. Church sat in for Zoe Ball on BBC Radio 2's Saturday Breakfast Show on 10th and 17th September 2011. Church performed at the University of Wolverhampton Freshers' Fair in September 2013. Personal life. Church's personal life has often been portrayed in UK tabloid newspapers, inspiring the song Let's Be Alone on her album Tissues and Issues. Church released an autobiography titled Voice of an Angel at 14, before the release of Enchantment and just after she had wrapped up her Dream a Dream Christmas CD. Her change of music direction is hinted at in the final chapter, Turning Corners. She released a second autobiography titled Keep Smiling in late 2007, very different in tone from the first. In 2002, she was photographed smoking. Many members of her family were heavy smokers, making it difficult for her to quit. Her smoking habit was alluded to on the album Tissues and Issues, in Confessional Song. Her weight gain has been mentioned. Church has been quoted as saying, "I'm happy with how I look. I like looking like this. Why change just to be like everyone else? What's the point of that?" In an interview with Reveal magazine in June 2006, she said, "I do look a bit of a heifer on telly and in pictures, but that's because the camera puts pounds on you." The press devoted much attention to Church's relationship with boyfriend Gavin Henson, a Welsh international rugby union player. At the end of 2005, she bought a property in her native Cardiff for a reported £500,000, which she later sold for £900,000. The couple then bought a manor with a 20-acre small holding in the Vale of Glamorgan in the village of St Bride's Major. The couple mentioned marriage on talk shows and in the press but put off marriage while Church was pregnant. In 2007, Church made another appearance on a British young people's rich list with Henson. They were ranked 49th richest young people in Britain with an estimated joint wealth of £12 million. The couple bought a Princess yacht in spring 2008 for £800,000, named Sketchy, which is berthed at Swansea Marina. In late 2009, returning from a day trip in the Bristol Channel, Church called out Her Majesty's Coast Guard to rescue their lost rib tender. Church practices karate to keep fit. On September 20, 2007, Church gave birth to a daughter named Ruby Megan Henson. On January 11, 2009, Church gave birth to her second child, son Dexter Lloyd Henson. Church has stated she wants her childbearing days to be over by the time she is 32. She has also said she wants 4 to 6 children, whereas Henson wanted 8. The Daily Mail reported on May 31, 2010 that Church and Henson had split up. In November 2011, Church testified before the Leveson inquiry about the media intrusion into her personal life, stating, "I've been made a caricature for so long, and this person portrayed in the tabloids really isn't me. It's not the person I am, and it's had a massive impact on my career. As an artist, I find it hard to be taken seriously because my credibility has been blown to bits." On February 27, 2012, Church accepted £600,000 in damages and costs in settlement of a lawsuit arising out of the News International phone hacking scandal. She had claimed that 33 stories about her that appeared in the news of the world were the product of illegal hacking into her family's voicemail. After the settlement was announced in open court, she made a lengthy statement in which she said, "I have also discovered that despite the apology which the newspaper has just given in court, these people were prepared to go to any lengths to prevent me exposing their behavior. They are not truly sorry. They are just sorry they got caught." In September 2014, she gave her support for Welsh independence from the United Kingdom. Controversy. Church has provoked controversy on some occasions with her comments and criticisms. In an interview with Davina McCall, she agreed being diplomatic was not in her nature. At age 15, she was criticized for remarks she made about the behavior of people in the aftermath of the 11 September 2001 attacks. However, this incident is referred to in her written statement for the Leveson inquiry, in which Church states that her comments were taken vastly out of context. In a pilot episode of a television talk show hosted by the singer, The Charlotte Church Show, Church again caused anger, calling Pope Benedict XVI a Nazi. During the show, Church mocked Catholicism. In response to the tirade, one of the largest international Catholic publishers, Ignatius Press, removed Church's catalogue from its listings. In January 2011, in an interview with Esquire magazine, Church referred to Queen Elizabeth II as an old woman who has no idea what's going on, and apologized within days. She has claimed she would be a better judge for the reality show X Factor than any of the judges on the show. She becomes annoyed when their remarks are inaccurate, stating, "They just do not know the ins and outs of a voice or music." She later claimed that the show was cheapening music, an opinion shared with many other musicians. Discography: Voice of an Angel, Charlotte Church, Dream a Dream, Enchantment, Tissues and Issues, Back to Scratch. Filmography, Awards and Nominations, References. External links: charlottechurchmusic.com, a official website, The Charlotte Church Show, a official website, biography from BBC Wales, Charlotte Church at the Internet Movie Database, Charlotte Church discography at Discogs.